Republican Party always believes in small government and small taxes. Now, at a city council meeting, you made a statement that you were against the last year's tax levy because it wasn't big enough. That doesn't sound like a Republican. Yeah, you said that. We have it on video.
That was the sales tax issue.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
Now, that was several years ago.
Several years ago?
Yeah, and the reason why I said that, if you want my answer, is because I saw that it wasn't enough money to cure the problem that we had. And I had also, at that time, I had given the city staff an alternate way to do that, but it was totally rejected. It was never even presented to the council.
Well, that's because the more money you give the government, the worse things get. You never get good things out of giving government more tax money.
Yeah, but my statement was that I didn't want to see the tax. If it's not going to fix a problem, then don't even implement it.
Well, giving government more money is never going to fix the problem. It adds to the problem.
But that was my crux of the answer, and that was the only way that you could get it across to some of the counselors and to the staff, that it was a waste of time.
Well, but that's not the way you asked it. And you said, and I have the video, it's Mike over there has it. It says, I was against the tax increase because it wasn't big enough, you said. And you were very passionate about this. The taxes need to be bigger, then you're going to like it more.
Well, like I say, because I knew it wasn't going to do the job. I wasn't for a bigger tax. It was the fact that it would not do the job that they thought it would do.
You didn't say that.
Well, it was taken out of context then.
No, we had the whole thing on video.
I didn't explain it. Okay, then I did not explain it well enough.
Well, that's possible.
Yeah,
But you did say you wanted bigger taxes to tax us more so we can solve the problem, and more taxes never solve any problem.
No,
I've learned that by being 72 years old.
Right.
My question is, I've always been concerned that we only have 3 commissioners. And my position is we'd be better served with 5 commissioners.
No.
I'd
Okay,
like
Bill's,
to hear each candidate.
Bill's question is why don't we have 5 commissioners instead of 3? I'll let you all can answer that. We'll start with Ron. Ron's been kind of quiet over there.
In a lot of California counties, they have 5 supervisors, usually larger counties. I would not accept that if you district it. If you wanted to do that by district, I would be opposed to that because we did that before. And the commissioners that were districted, they didn't care about the rest of the county. All they cared about is their district so that they could get the votes again to get reelected. So not districting. I don't know if I'd really go for 5. I'm definitely against the county manager. 5 would be all right. I would like that in a way because you could have the opportunity to have 2 commissioners talk without violating laws. There's some merit to it. You're going to have to get an amendment to the county charter to have it happen.
About 2 years ago, while I was on council, I asked one of the commissioners that same very exact question, is that I thought that they did need 5 because of the workload in the county of all the way it's divided up, the way they choose their divisions, and it puts a heck of a strain on each one of those 3 people. Like Ron said, not in a district, but also I was told that because the charter, would have to have a complete charter change to do that. And also the money at that time, 2 years ago, and it's even worse now, the funds that we have, because we don't have a raise in that 58 cents per thousand to pay the bills, which have dedicated dollars coming out of that, and it would be, I think it would be better because of the workload. I think more things could be done in depth. I think we could do the research that's needed, that we could find other alternatives of the way to cure the problems. So it would be something that the people would have to ask for. It could be put on the ballot, and then we could do something about it. But just to instigate to add 2 more commissioners, the money, the charter change, how long would that take us, if it could even be done? Now, maybe we would get a good response from the county people, but maybe we wouldn't. So we have to think that what is the best remedy at this point in time. I would like to see more people involved on that level, because it would mean that, like I said, you'd have more time to do the proper job in all the divisions, not cut the county up into bits and pieces that one commissioner gets more workload than the other. It's not a part-time job down there. It's a full-time job. It's an 8 to 5, 7 days a week to me. And that's what I did. I put in 40 to 50 hours a week when I was a city councilman. I let my business go down a little bit so I could be dedicated, and it just happened that way. And that's what I see, is that I would be in that office in the morning until dark, on the weekend, and at their beck and call, so to speak. And that's the way I was on my other position. So, yes, I do agree that we do need something to lighten the load and get better results.
So a couple of things with switching from 3 to 5 commissioners have already been illustrated. The first one is it actually requires modification to the county charter. The second one is you're not just talking about an extra person, you're talking about the benefits that go with the job, the office space in the courthouse, the support staff, and then the question that all of the voters are really going to want to know is, what additional benefit am I getting from putting 2 more government employees on the payroll? It's easy enough to point at economic development or community development and say that position should clearly be pulling in 2 to 4 times more per year than we're spending on it. But where do you quantify the benefit from additional positions for commissioner, which are really management positions? Is there a need for that additional management? It's hard for me to say. I'm going to say if you put that before the voters right now, they would say that they would rather spend the money elsewhere. When it comes to the actual workload in the offices, which I'm quite aware of, having worked with multiple county commissions and city councils around the state, there is a workload there. Some of these people acting, for example, in a non-paid position as a counselor, spend much more time on their job than we would ever ask them to because of their dedication. We expect that out of our paid public servants. My only concern with 3 commissioners in Josephine County is really the fact that because 2 constitutes a quorum, there literally can't be any work done out of meetings. But at the same time, when you look at the public's general level of trust of government, I think you'd find that most of the public is happy with not having any work done out of meetings because they want everything to be open and transparent.